So now we're gonna go to the shift number three. You build from your vision and not from void. So the first shift was your identity, and the second shift is your simplicity, right? Simplify. So identity, you need to fix your identity first. You need to be confident. You need to be the teacher, right? And once you establish that, then you start simplifying things. Focus on your one message, focus in one path, focus on one single thing. Okay? So let's go to the shift number three is build from vision, not from void. So if you're creating from panic, people will feel it, right? You don't need to be loud, you don't need to be everywhere. All you need to be is aligned. So on shift number one, it is actually your identity, who you are, right? In shift number three, the difference of this is in shift number three is how you're gonna act, how you're gonna act, right? So you don't need to be allowed, you need to be aligned from your identity and from your vision. So the version of you who earns more isn't more talented. He or she is building from vision. Okay, so this means that you don't need to be a genius, right? It's just if you have this vision, right, your goal, right, you want to be a successful entrepreneur or successful online marketer or successful gym instructor, right? You need to have that vision and act from it. Act from that vision. Your vision is your guidance. Is you need to manifest yourself from your vision and not chasing it, right? Because by acting or by performing to your vision, you won't be chasing. Okay? So, why is this so important? Is because vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. So, vision with action can change the world. That's from Joel Barker. So, even in the Bible, it said, where there is no vision, the people perish. So, your vision is your guidance, right? If you align yourself with your vision right now, you don't need to wait to be successful to be performing with your vision. You need to manifest it right now because that is how you will behave, right? Because you know you can help people, you know you can lead people, right? Your vision is your Bible, is your guidance, is the guidance of how you're going to react. So when you align your identity with your vision, right? Your vision, your identity is who you are, and your vision is how you're gonna is your behavior. Okay, so that needs to be aligned. So you don't need to wait to make 10K a month before acting to be at 10K a month, right? You need to be that goal. You need to manifest that goal, right? Because example, if you are, uh, what this also means, if you are on your vision, if you manifest your vision, you won't be procrastinating. You'll be planning like all successful people achieving their vision, their goal. They they have a clear path, right? You don't get distracted if you act as your goal as a successful man. You have everything planned. You just go according to your plan. You manifest your plan. Okay, so you won't be procrastinating. You won't be distracted by all other. You're not in search, right? You are leading. You are the vision. Okay, so you're not building a business, you're building a vision. So lead from your future, not from your fear. So this means if you are focused on your vision, manifesting your vision, there is no fear, right? People with no vision, people who are blindly walking towards without any clear vision, is you are acting from fear. You are acting from your struggle. You are performing out of desperation. If you perform from desperation, out of struggle, people will feel that, and then nobody will trust you, right? That will be reflected. So that's the same thing with your identity, right? If your identity is on struggle, you will behave like that. So your vision and your identity needs to be aligned, needs to happen now, You don't need to wait your vision to be achieved. Your vision is right now, right? You are building your vision. Your vision is now, and it's just keep on growing, right? So vision is your guidance. It's like your what do you call it? So it's important if you act on your from your vision, if you're acting from your goal, then you are not procrastinating, just like I said, right? Because your future self is is actually set, right? So vision is not a dream, it's a decision, right? It's the internal movie you play on repeat of the future you're committed to, right? Then letting that future version dictate your present action. It's manifesting already the your goal, okay? Because if you are acting with void, if you are acting with blindly, there is no direction. You'll be everywhere. So most people based who are actually on their current reality, they don't have results, so they can't actually. If you don't have result yet and you're acting not from your vision, you will be you will lose confidence. Okay, but if you have vision and you already have, you're just acting on your vision, you'll be performing as the goal. So people will start trusting you, right? And your vision needs to be genuine, right? If you know this vision is something you're building up, it will happen because you're doing it. So it's not just a dream, it's a dream that you're building, making it in a reality, and you are making it reality right now. Okay, so these three shifts. So it's very important to understand that your identity, your simplifying things, and your vision needs to be aligned. That's what I did. This shift changed everything for me. When you see my story, when you saw my story, I didn't have much result in that time. I was more in frustration. They cut off my electricity. I was in 10K debt. I have 8 kids. My wife has lupus. I was just in my darkest days. These three shifts changed everything for me. you know just I went into this program. That's where I learned it, and I implemented. This three shift was the one standing out for me. So I first changed my identity. I was alone. I was just, after that call from my wife, she was crying when my electricity was cut off. I was out of town. I said, who am I remembered that clearly. Who am I? So I cannot act desperate. I shut off my emotion, right? Because I had no choice. That's the only thing I know that I could resolve that problem. That was the only solution I had in that time. So I had to be, I had to change my identity. I was in this program. I said, I need to be, I'm not this guy who is desperate. I'm here to provide solution. And I was learning, so I was talking to people who are actually one step behind me. Okay, so that's why people trusted me. Then I simplified. I focused on Facebook. I stopped any other problem. I was focusing on Facebook. I was just doing one thing. I was just talking to this one specific person. Those were people who were working full time, parents. That was my target audience at that time, and I was just speaking to them. I was just talking about the situation. I was sharing my journey, right? Just focusing on these people, focusing on this one problem, right? So that was my path, right? And then my vision is to my vision in that time was first to pay off my 10K debt, because our relationship with my family, with my wife, my kids is just because of this debt, on this financial situation. That was really my it was really my darkest days. So I acted as everything was been settled, right? Because that was my vision. I know I'm gonna make it happen. So I was acting like that. It's not fake acting. I know I'm gonna achieve it. So I was already performing on that level, right? So that was a change. You can see that on my post, right? I was fully confident, and then in 5 months' time, February, March, April, June. It was around end of June. I paid off my 10K debt. Okay, just using this mindset. Okay, so when you shift your identity, you simplify your business and lead from vision. You stop spinning your wheels and start seeing traction. That's how I started my continuous sales. Right, just a week after the result showed up after a week. Right, just within after a week, that's when people started, showing. I just changed my identity, focus on this, simplify my business, and then I was just focusing that I will achieve it. I already had achieved. I'm gonna pay my 10K debt, and that was my vision. And then that's how I made my so, and then continuously, right? So when this three shift locked in, you stop chasing clients, and clients start chasing you because they start trusting you. So it is that simple. And if you try this in your business, no matter what offer you have, implement this, give it a week, and then come back to me if it didn't work, right? Because I guarantee you this is working if you follow these three shifts, okay? So in the next video, let's talk about how to apply this clarity and monetize it. The path forward, mindset plus monetization. I will explain you how I did it exactly with a product, a proven program that changed everything for me, that accelerated my three shifts and paid off my 10K debt in 5 months' time, because actually I learned all this three shift from this community. Actually, I'll be honest with you, but I implemented this three. This was my three major things that really because this three shift was one of the solution inside the program, but this was really the for me that stand out, and that was really helping for me. So I will show you how you use it with a done for you program. So I'll see you on the next video.